welcome. You are watching Kasipreneurs. I'm your host, Lerato Mahlangu. This is the show that brings you the Kasi people that have made it into the corporate world. And today, we are at Gianna section in Tembisa. We are here to interview Simphiwe Mapanga, the mastermind behind the clothing brand Faded South Africa. And yeah, man, let's see what he has for us in store. Literally, because the young man actually has a store in Tembisa Makulong section. Let's come through. You are watching Kasipreneurs. I'm your host, Lerato Mahlangu. And with me here, Ugogo Mapanga, the woman who raised Simphiwe Mapanga, better known as Ukizi, Ekasi Lasechiane. This is the mastermind behind the clothing brand Faded. So,
Nan,
Reka Simphiwe. Reka Simphiwe kaje.
Lamrek.
Ramrek.
Oh.
Eramukopa.
Okay, ke utlwisisa.
Eramukopa mloka ka bana itse nga no hey. Wentse ntse ngata. And ha re bua nnete, wentse ntse tseno hore rona ba hotseng le yena. Nna re sa tshepe hore o ka fihla maleng teng today. So kopa go tlhalosetsa hore o hotse jwang. Le le ngwana jwang ha hole.
Okay. Simphiwe ha hola ene le motho a nang le sefahlo se dula se tsheha o tloa boseng ba hae. Yeah. And then Simphiwe o hotse ana le mme wa hae. And then mme wa hae o la feta. Ka 2002 ne? 2004, yeah. Ka 2004. And then khona mo ile ka re o a phatsamiseha dithutong tsa hae le dinthong tsohle because ene le motho a utlwana le mme wa hae haholo ana morata kore hona le a molatelang o monyane o dineo empa yena ene le yena dula mona le mme wa hae ke gore a mmeile mo yena sefubeng. So ke le ka etsa gore ka matla ha ke ba isa sekolong ke ba ise dikolong o qadile ko Kempton Park Primary and then a tloa mo aya ko Kontong ko Ilansfontein le reking sesa Tlorkopo ya aya Tlorkopo from Tlorkopo abaya ko Sizwe ke ya ko ke ba skolo ke Sizwe ke o Tlopper Park Primary yeah abaya Tlopper Park and then from there abaya Sizwe ke hona mala ketella teng school. So ho phazamiseng hae mara ntho tse ngata ne ke bona gona di etsa o na palama bicycle wa tseba fumane a tsamaile ka yona a sa le monyane gore o so ka mnahanelo ga ka etsa ntho tse gore ke motho a nang le thaselo ya dinto ene wa phela dinto tsa di etsang kaofela. Adula no una rata scare him ha tla qala taba e ya hae ya ntho tsena a tsa thusa se motho a buang haholo adula hela scare se na etsa dinto ha ketellong ha tla tswa le brand e ya haena.
Okay, that's nice because ke mona vele maparo wa hae wa tshoro o yena o jore le sela o le ratile isa le gale. The other thing ke hore today how mosheba o bona monna e leng hore no ntse o batla hore e be yena
a hole hobane ne kore dinto tse ding tse wrong tse jwang ha ke mofumane o tsona and then go tswana le ho nwa le ho tsuba gore ntho tse kaofela hobane ka mo hae re ma Christians so ba ha ba hola vele ba huletse ka tlasa lentswe la modimo and then ba tsamaya dinto tse kaofela wa bona le ko kerekeng ke motho ana a tapa di drums and ntho tse kaofela ha ithuti tsona go nana practice o taba ba ntseng ba etsa ha lo vile a butuola a Simphiwe ke ene mo la tapa di drums ra sala re maketse ka kerekeng kaofela re tapa matso re mtsebano go re ntho tsa kaofela di jwalo
next time ke tlo busa tsa taba tsa kereke la mohula a kerekeng kapa wa ikela
una ikela Simphiwe yes o kene Sunday school a qeta a ba kena wa bona
and then the other issue ke ya school I heard gore cancer yetsa research he dropped out ka grade 9
yeah ke nne
ile tshwere jwang le ka motlong le ka
gore ha ke re jole ka ke tjho gore ntho ye go tloha sa le mme ha ya tsamailene ka mogwana mo ratile ka teng ke a bona ke yone ileng ya mo phazamisa dithutong tsa hae ha tla drop out ka grade 9
so la mo support all that he did ke taba tse monate because now when you look at him a le bone gore ke motho le gore will drop out of school and with that said mama re lebile nako ya lona re leboa hape gore support system ya tshwana le lona ha e tshola hal hakalo especially when ha dropile out of school because ha le sa mo tshei ka motlong o tla ntshontsha gong but ka matla a modimo ga leboa gore Simphiwe o tjena ka jeko because of the support system and happy because lenze gore modimo e be part ya bophelo ba hae ha re lebohile haholo ba botla ka Simphiwe he that is it from Lerato Mahlangu no go Maphanga. So we are moving next to talking to the mastermind himself and see what he has to say for himself. I heard that Faded started as God First.
Not really. It started as Don't Kill My Vibe. From there, so God First. So good love the change to be God First, to be Faded, to be like a brand, like this, like Adidas and Nike. So, yeah.
That is very much great. So when you dropped out of school, what was going on in your mind?
Not really a lot of stuff, and I dropped out of school just because I didn't see like my future behind Okeleza eskolweni and these tertiaries whereby our teacher was telling out the kid like if you here, if you do good here, like you might end up here. You see. So like I didn't see like the whole picture of me doing that. You see. Clearly into being like sometimes like you have this mindset so I told myself I'll succeed, I'll be successful, and I end up a scholar, I end up with my parents, I end up with this and that, you see, because I feel like that's an excuse, you see. With the kid, you don't really know who you are when you scholar. You made that by school, you see. So me believing in God, and then okay, if we're like this, so I think we can make it. So scholar like it's not really my thing, you see. In fact, I would like being fail or something like that. Like mathematics, like I was proper and my subject, but I didn't see myself going far with this, So I remember one like the big nalo selo, but you will say Simphiwe, and okay, that guy, Kuluma, like as who was free, being a solo teacher, if you are a learner, you should do this and this and this. But actually, if you are if you don't feel happy with what you're doing, go out. If you stop say shisa, I know because you see, you're unhappy there. So that day, I told myself, I think Vele say I won't do this. I was then, but Ngamjela, this one thing which I'll be successful, and he kept on asking these questions like how, kanjani, ubano to like. I know who I am, and life in you see. So yeah, so dropping out of school, like my as in if I was in school, so you can see that thing would come in and where else our teacher like they will always be calling but you should go back to school. Then from there, should I proceed? People didn't really understand this concept. You scare or need to namasaloti. Nindo anga za matimi just but it afu. So But when time goes on, like lento le ngiyenza, like I didn't really ngiyela esikolweni akekho umuntu ongifundisa yona, even Tepo himself, like azange athi okay yabo, like sometimes ungitshela ukuthi okay, like if you want to do this, this is the type of glue you should use. If you want to do this, this is the type of material. Yabo. From there, I think the rest doesn't understand with this whole thing. Yabo. So manje, ngaqala sekuphuma ama leather, ama velvet and everything like that. Yabo. So as I just say, like I go ongifundise like these hand printing thing. And I want particularly ama screening, ama embroidery and stuff like that. So what I'm doing, like it's done by hand.
You actually cut them by hand?
Yeah.
I mean the symbols, like
The symbols,
the faded
everything,
they're handmade.
Everything what's bought by Faded, like that whole concept, everything.
It's handmade.
It's handmade.
Oh nigga, that's a gift.
You see, so everything there, it's handmade, and the time I thought I'm just doing it, but when time goes on, like Abantu, Babi, I think that's what Faded to be this big, because like the texture, and I want this printing thing, this vibe of leather and this glue. Okay, we can see like leather it's a skipping or it's a kepisin, but it may la. So people like in the mind to keep like but follow the brand more. You see, and it brand more it told you that I'm going somewhere, and it led people to follow it. That my was okay. Because we be nabantu basempumalanga, because we be nabantu baseBloemfontein, because we be nabantu from Free State everywhere. People from like Mpumalanga, Free State coming to buy a brand like Tembisa. Then I remember I went to Emaboni in 2014. Then I met some guys. They knew about Faded. The like I'm a brand of like the big that side, you see. So they went like, why ungazi Soweto instead of Tembisa? Well, I was like, I'm from Tembisa. Like Kaslam kwamele koninto kwamele tito, okay, this was made here. And since thesis was good in Soweto. And so I think it Faded. There are a lot of people who are Tembisa, and I don't know what maybe people didn't really know Tembisa. I remember like the launch of the store that day was like okay, a dream come. I felt like Kanye West that day, whereby we were gonna launch the first local store in the Winnie Benga. Like Faded is the first brand. Like a shop as a local, and a dealer Faded kuphela even a shop here. And so that day I felt like angels were falling down, you see. Like I had these goosebumps every second, and because like I felt the anointing of the growth in the shop there, and that's how I knew, okay, this is just not me. This brand is with prayer. This is God's made. This is handmade. Like this is two owned brand, which is anointing and Simphiwe at the same time. So the brand, like and like even though people don't know it that much. But I think better days are coming.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, better days are coming. So yeah.
Yeah, dude, like Faded is your baby. You know, like when you have that first child
Yeah.
that you are so much proud
Yeah.
of. No, dude, like we are very much proud of you.
Yeah.
As a Tembisa, like you have put Tembisa on the map. Like, you know, as you say, because people from Bloemfontein actually fly to Tembisa
come,
just for
yeah.
Faded, you know. goes down, the magic shop. We're at the Faded store in Makulong section, where it all goes down for the merchandise of the Faded store South Africa. And today it turns out there's going to be a photo shoot for the online store that is going to be launched. So we are here to interview one of the ambassadors of Faded and find out from them what they think Faded is. So let's come in. We are now in store, and I'm seated with the Faded brand ambassador. And from her, I'd like to find out, please tell me more about Faded.
Faded. Before we get faded, to me like a skipper, like Simphiwe decided the owner of Faded, look at like a skipper, like a normal skipper, well I get it, and then like skipper's a thing. It was don't kill my wife, and then I how Simphiwe skippers and gastola. I don't know I was like, wow, yo, it's so nice. Okay, and I was the first working customer for a skipper thing, and I was like, it's more like so it's like business and like but what it's very nice. And it was like he was like, oh wow, okay, serious. And I was like, yeah, serious. And it is so cool. Okay, then after more, it's another friend, Nelly.
Was it not God first?
God first, it can be two.
Is it?
Yes. So it's like God first, it will be two. Then after more, it's
Okay, even if you don't mention them all.
yeah. So I got faded. Kimusa kare muskanza change because but see okay. Masning don't kill my vibe. Masning God first. Kare something ending solid. And he was like faded. I was like, yeah, faded. Kintuika ikan nang like as in Chico parang okay. Don't kill my vibe. Okay, reborn. You don't kill her vibe or his vibe. Okay, faded. And it will last. The one who a skipper stay with faded. The confidence area hound or Wutoria, Capacus skipper. Yes. So, yeah.
Okay, so from what you say, it sounds like you are more than just a brand ambassador. What
He
else?
told me like I'm his friend, close friend. Give my advice I can say that when about advice when like helping yana like I'm like yes, like a really connect. Yes. Yeah.
So like a connection or like you get like free stuff?
No, I wanna free stuff.
That is this friendship. Like, how does it work? Anyway, so how is Faded different from other brands?
How is it different?
What makes it special? What makes Faded a king? What makes it in more demand? Because like I've seen a lot of people actually endorsing it.
No, like you're gonna think that maybe hey, I guess maka oh your parent told like you stand out in a literate itself, libisola temi, and then ukaspore because we reality marking different designs so yeah, I think you think but Baba motivate and the customers are like some style but if something you trend but no okay but forever high take it so retry no some trendy
So you move with the time.
yeah.
So and again, Faded has got like a different thing. It's got different designs. Yeah, who comes up with the designs? Simphiwe himself.
Yeah.
Like he does all of these things.
Yeah, I want to tell you Maramoto okay. Shall we just never know mix style like Sahai into the Mosanyon. The Mosakamulo Mara the Mufadi design that it's something like this. And again himself okay can then I tell you on a velo of one or here. I wanna give idea get vele yena matsoa high into the
So
and until you already stand out here it's because why get it like a matter it's It's not like something I know it's a imprint. You know, it's a kamato. Yeah.
Does it not come off?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
That's very great. So from Hakiremotu, let's say in Nane, I want to become a brand ambassador. Like, what qualities should I have?
Tlamehile o be le style, tlamehile o ratiwe ke batho, tlamehile o kgone ho communicate le batho, and also o kgone ho rekisa. Like the more o rekisa ke the more vele le teng o kry tšhelete. The more o rekisa ke the more now you're getting paid.
Okay, so it's like
Yeah.
commission.
Yeah.
Okay. So how say that? Ke mama ka se.
Simphiwe ana motho. Ana motho o nkare okay motho wa hae o leng seliti.
Oh, ona le ba leng di that's not solid people. Nothing.
Mara yena a go thola motho not a se motho o ka ke player no
Sure.
a ka go thola motho ya o nna le ena eta le se motho like hangata o itse the problem is a sa be committed or a sa be le straight relationship is because like batho ba itla ba batla dilo go yena like batla just because of famous ka fading and then they expect or ba thola ntho tse free for one so ke ntho e sa itse mo ra be le extended relationship.
Oh, thank you so much, Elsie. So now, what are your words of encouragement for yena Simphiwe about English?
Ntho nka botsang Simphiwe kore a tlogele go chaza batho ba bang like a tsele ka bo yena re like ntho e a e etsang even ntho e tlo mo thabisang not gore e thabise batho ba bang then be se yena a se be happy because if are you happy le yena o tsena store se bele se be like a sena nix a ka e etsang you know ntho e ya bele friends aba choose because vele he doesn't have real friends and then family ya hae ntho e nngwe le nngwe e etsang a botse family ya hae so that they know and then so that ba tlo mfa advice next time and then when it comes to money I spend it well as I spend okare ha ona tomorrow I itse gore okay tšhelete e ke tlo etsa something ka yona. Yes.
So much. That is it from Nna and the brand ambassador, yeah, Faded. And she sounds more than a brand ambassador because she's also like a sister to Simphiwe. She's also an advisor. She also helps because models. She actually reprimands them. Like she looks beautiful, but that is it from us. Kasipreneurs, the show that takes Kasi Street into the corporate life. Thank you. I'm with another Faded brand ambassador, and from him I'd like to find out, do you think you're the best ambassador of Faded?
Nah, I don't think I'm the best, but I'm one of the ambassadors that tries to be the best because there's a lot of ambassadors here that are also great ambassadors. So yeah.
Okay. So for you to score brownie points from the management of the brand, what is it that you have to do?
Oh, you have to put in the work, man. As in, sell as much as you can. Like, make sure that you attract customers because customers, when they see you, they see Faded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So naturally, you're a stylish person.
Yeah, you can say so. Naturally, yeah.
Great stuff. So the other thing that I'd like to find out from you is, with all the brands that are out there, why do you choose Faded?
So basically, Faded chose me because I was with Simphiwe, I think 2015. Yeah, we were going to an event in Braamfontein, and like we were talking because I didn't know him at all then. And then we were talking, I was like, yo, brah, I did what you're wearing today. Would you like to come to a photo shoot? I'm actually an owner of a brand called Faded. Because I actually knew Faded, but I didn't know it was a brand from Tembisa. So yeah, and after that we linked up, and ever since I've been with Faded.
Oh, that's great. So what are your words of encouragement to him as a...
Yo, Simphiwe, I'd like to say we've been through a lot together, and you know what other competitors say about us, but then that does not bring us down, not anytime soon. So keep on doing what we do best, bro.
Thank you so much, Nzanile, and keep Faded shining.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Simphiwe, Mr. Faded. My brand it's basically in Tembisa, so you can follow us on our Instagram page, our Facebook page, which is Faded Clothing SA. Then we just building up an online shop for abanye abantu who stays like from Cape Town, Devon, and stuff like that. So we'll launch that very soon. Then we have our own shop, which is a Makulong Tembisa 1632. Then yeah, so we are about to release a shoot in 2 weeks time. So Siloncha, like we're topping like our new season here, winter, which is like we never done a photo shoot here winter before. So like watch out. Aware.